Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Sense of Science. Today, we are going to discuss the methods of preparation of phenol. Okay, this is a part from your chapter of alcohols, phenols, and ethers, unit number 11, class 12, chemistry. Okay, let's begin. So, in methods of preparation of phenol, in your book, there are 4 methods given, which is from haloarenes, from benzene sulfonic acid, from diazos and amines, and from cumene. So, today we are going to do 2 methods in this video, that is preparation from diazo or from amine, okay, amines, okay, and the preparation from haloarenes, halo compounds. Okay, these 2 we are discussing. The next 2 we will do in the next video. So before understanding the methods of preparation, a quick review on what phenol is. Okay, phenol you should already know is a benzene derivative with an alcohol group. Alcohol group is OH. So alcohol group or hydroxyl group is OH. OH is attached at carbon number 1. So on the top we generally use that, and OH at top of benzene becomes a phenol. Okay, so that was about your phenol. Phenol is also okay. Fine. That's about your phenol. So now coming on to the first method of preparation, that is from aniline. Okay, that is the amine. So the first method of preparation is from aniline, and this is a very common conversion question often asked in the board. So rest assured that you should be prepared with this. So I'm using this symbol for aniline. This is your aniline. Now aniline directly cannot be converted to phenol. It is not possible. So the method we use for conversion of aniline to phenol is we bring it to a diazonium salt. So if you want to recap a diazonium salt looks like this. Okay, here we have diazonium salt. Here this is the benzene ring, and on top of this benzene ring we have a nitrogen with a positive charge and a halogen with a negative charge. This is a diazonium salt, and from here we will now do the method of preparation. So I'll just erase this part because this is just for a recap. I had given this, otherwise this part is not required. Okay, I'm going deliberately slow so that you can understand the concept very well. Alright, so the first thing is we form a diazonium salt out of this aniline. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm forming the diazonium salt from aniline. I'm sorry, the stylus is having some problems. That's why it is taking a little time to write. So diazonium salt means N2 with a positive charge, and I have a halogen, and the halogen we use for diazonium salt is chlorine. Now for preparation of diazonium salt, there is the requirement, the reagent we need is nitrous acid, which is not readily available. So what we do is we add sodium nitrite, which is NaNO2, with a hydrochloric acid, and we form the nitrous acid. So this gives you sodium nitrite plus HCl gives you nitrous acid. Now this requires a special temperature range for forming. In Celsius scale, that is 0 to 5 degree Celsius. Okay, 273 to 278 Kelvin also can be written. Okay, so now our diazonium salt is formed. This is from diazo chapter, amines. So you should be knowing this reaction. Now after this we need to form the phenol. Now you should already know from your study of diazonium salts that when diazonium salts undergo hydrolysis, that means when they react with water, reaction with water is hydrolysis. When they undergo reaction with water, generally in a warm condition, the straight away the diazo group is substituted and the phenol is formed. Okay, this you should be knowing from the reactions of diazonium salt. In case you don't know this reaction of diazonium salt, you can comment. I would definitely come up with a video for this. Okay, so now the phenol is formed. So once it reacts with water, the diazo part of this is the diazo part, this is substituted to form the OH. Okay, that is the general reaction of diazonium salt hydrolysis. Now along with that, now where will this N2 and chlorine go? The N2 gets evolved as a byproduct, and so does the chlorine, but chlorine does not get evolved directly. Chlorine is evolved in the form of HCl. Okay, this is how we get this H. One H goes on to the OH of phenol and one H goes on to HCl. Okay, and this is how your phenol is formed with the nitrogen evolved. Okay, so this was your method of preparation from aniline. If directly asked from diazonium salt, then you can just include this part. Alright, so this is phenol from an amine, that is aniline. Now coming on to the next method of preparation, that is from haloarenes. Now haloarene for haloarine I am taking chlorobenzene for my convenience. You can take any haloarine. Okay, so chlorobenzene looks like this, and I have to convert this chlorobenzene to this. This is my result. So the reactant and the product I have written here. This is my phenol. Okay, now for doing this, what we need to do actually is, again you can go back to haloalkanes and haloarenes, unit 10 of your class 12, and there you must have studied a reaction that haloarenes, when are reacting with NaOH, the NaOH is NaOH part, the OH part of it replaces the Cl, and NaCl is formed as a byproduct. This you should know that in your chapter of haloalkanes, in the halo compounds chapter, when any Ar is for aryl halide reacts with NaOH, the Na forms a product with Cl to form NaCl. This forms NaCl, and the OH substitutes this part, and the OH comes here. So that is the only reaction we'll be taking in mind, and for that, so let's do the reaction. So we react it with NaOH. Now before forming the phenol, it forms a ion intermediate. Okay, before forming the phenol, it forms an ion intermediate which we denote by this. I'll show you the ion intermediate now. The ion intermediate is shown like this. I'm so sorry the stylus is having little problems, otherwise this wouldn't have happened. So the ion intermediate is shown like this. Oxygen with a negative charge and sodium with a positive charge. And then in order to remove the ion intermediate, we just add a little bit of HCl, and this HCl which is added removes the ion intermediate and gives us the product. So this is the final reagent of the reaction. Okay. Now this reaction also happens at a particular temperature, which is 623 Kelvin, and at 300 atmospheric pressure. So these are very drastic conditions, 623 Kelvin and 300 atmospheric pressure. Now why are these drastic conditions required? So again, go back to haloalkanes and haloarenes. You would be knowing that a haloarene has a partial double bond character in the bond of halogen and the carbon of the benzene ring. Because of this partial double bond character, so this is a partial character, the bond becomes very strong, and we require drastic conditions of high temperature and pressure to break it, and hence this reaction happens at such conditions. Okay, so this you should know, and why it is happening, because of a partial double bond character. Alright, so this was preparation of phenol from diazonium salts and haloarenes. In the next part of this video, we would be taking up the preparation of phenol from your benzene sulfonic acid, and along with that we'll take the preparation from a special compound which is cumene, okay, which is also called your isopropyl benzene. So that's all for this video. Please do like it and subscribe the channel. Thank you.